Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Saints going up against the Cardinals. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Hogan out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Hogan now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Over. All right, here we go. Green 99 Philly, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. With that run right there, that slows down the crowd.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outside.
On first down, it's Romo. It's caught left side by John Brown. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Tight end right. Set. Hey. Gun.
Now a first down throw. Romo, a dump off to Lacey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Three yards to go on second down.
Strong left. Let's go now. Right.
To the air again, Romo. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yep.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Left. Watch left. Rip right. Set. Right. 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Romo. That's caught at the 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. The first carry now. This is Lacey. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Set! 3-19!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Hogan. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down. Here we go now.
Hogan now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Second down following the run.
Tight end, Q, tight end. 4 down. Let's go.
Here's Romo now on second down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down.
To change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Romo. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run the counter now on first down as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So 1 yard to go here on third down.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
All right, here we go. Landed.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Patriot.
One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Blue landed.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best, and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go!
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. It's complete. Flainer, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
4 down. Hurry up. Here we go. Green.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Romo. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And his kick is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
twist.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Romo. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Good night, baby. Good night, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Check, check, check. Here we go, here we go. Right, 20. Check, check, check.
To throw on second down is Romo. Over the middle here to Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Right 18.
Now a first down throw. Romo incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Tight, tight, watch left. Tight, tight, watch left.
Now a play fake, and it's Romo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an en route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Check, alert 3, alert 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 20.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on third down, Romo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken around the 12. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do,
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Now let's go. Green.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it first and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Hogan. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what?
Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, we got 3 downs. Here we go now.
Hogan now. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, that's Snead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. Check.
Romo here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, Romo. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
One receiver right, that's Brown.
Ready.
Now a 1st down throw, Romo. He's got Floyd out left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So we've reached to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Right.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. One back is Lacey. Here's Romo now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Let's go now. Check, check, check.
To throw on second down is Romo. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a handoff. Here's Lacey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, here's Romo to Decker over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And here now it's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry up.
Check, check, check. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Romo on 3rd and goal. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Hogan now. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Romo now to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Ready, black 35.
Here's Romo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hey, check 24. Set. Green 39. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20.
Now Hogan. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 40.
That run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good.
No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Ready, right, gun. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Romo. And John Brown's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well.
And now for the 3rd time, Romo intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the upright.
That last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 2, it's Romo. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet, he's going to have the first down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time for Romo on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a big play there on 4th and inches. 43 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
On 1st and 10, Romo. He'll set up the screen to Lacy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Romo. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Again, Romo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Romo throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Let's go. Gun. SOS. Gun. Check.
Now Romo on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here we go with Lacy. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Eddie Lacy punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
4 down. Ready.
They'll run run it with Lacey. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now Hogan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away. On any pass that's in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A dump off to Lacey. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they take a knee.